Hey guys, this video here is going to be my top 10 favorite unisex fragrances that I have in my collection. So, I got some decants and I got bottles, alright? So, at number 10, and this is going to be in a specific order. A lot of my top 10s normally aren't. But at number 10, this one here is Un Jardin sur le Toit by Hermes. So this has got a really nice fruit note with some green. Really interesting. I think that this could be worn by both sexes. Really interesting fragrance, and I find that the name is a little bit misleading. Un jardin sur le toit, a garden on the roof. When I picture a garden, I think of like vegetables, not fruit. So I thought originally that there was some vegetable notes in here, but there's not. So, what a different fragrance. Very, very interesting. So that's number 10, Un jardin sur le toit by Hermes. At number 9, I don't have the decant here for this video. I do have the decant, I just cannot find it. My place looks like a war zone right now. I tore it up looking for it, so don't have it. But at number 9, it's going to be Kerosene's Unknown Pleasures. Beautiful fragrance from the house of Kerosene, very different. I find that it could be worn by both sexes. It's right down the middle. It's not more masculine, it's not more feminine. It's got a really nice citrus square, like a citrus dessert, you know, like a lemon dessert is what I meant to say. Really interesting, very beautiful. So that's number 9, Kerosene's Unknown Pleasures. Don't have the decant for this video. At number 8, so I'm not a big fan of by Kilian. They got some really nice fragrances, but for me, not decant worthy or bottle worthy. But this one here is a travel atomizer that I got from my girlfriend. She bought a set from Whole Renfrew, and at number 8, it's by Kilian's Sweet Redemption. Very sweet fragrance, very interesting, beautiful, lasts a long time. I did a video of this one, or a review. So number 8 by Kilian's Sweet Redemption. At number 7, from the house of Bond number 9, and that is New Haarlem. Coffee, pancakes, maple syrup, very sweet fragrance. Pretty much breakfast in a bottle, guys. Beautiful fragrance. It's different. It's a little bit artistic, I find. But this is probably one of the more popular fragrances in the house. At number 7, Bond number 9, New Haarlem. At number 6, I'm not a big fan of the house of Montale. They have some rather interesting fragrances. And a lot of the fragrances that I've come across have the note of oud. Not a big fan, or actually I'm really not a fan of oud. Not all the fragrances have that note. They have a wide array of fragrances, so I clearly haven't been through the entire line, but a lot of the fragrances that I've come across, unfortunately, do have oud, but this one here. This is a summer fragrance, and that is Montale Soleil de Capri. Citrus and florals, not intriguing, not interesting, very pleasant. I think that this is definitely a compliment getter, and men and women could share this one equally. So at number 7, yes, number 7, 10, 9, 8, 6, my mistake, number 6, Montale Soleil de Capri. At number 5, so a lot of these fragrances are pretty much luxury designers or niche, as you can tell. So at number 5, my goodness, I'm losing count here, is from the house of Acqua de Parma, and that is Mandorlo de Sicilia. This is a very interesting fragrance. It's very different from a lot of the other fragrances that I've come across. This is very sweet. It's an Italian almond-like cookie. Beautiful fragrance, interesting. You're definitely going to stand out if you wear this one. So at number 5, Acqua di Parma Mandorlo de Sicilia. At number 4, from the house of Bois 1920, this is one of my favorite niches, Sushi Imperiale. So this is pretty much apple pie or apple crisp, vanilla ice cream, and cinnamon. Very warm, sweet fragrance, absolutely gorgeous. So at number 4, Bois 1920 Sushi Imperiale. At number 3, I don't have the bottle just because it's way too expensive for me, but I love this fragrance, so I ended up getting a decant from my good friend Freddie. And that is Tom Ford Neroli Portofino at number 3. It's got a lot of neroli, citrus, It's got some white blossoms, I believe. I'm not exactly sure, or orange blossoms, but just a beautiful fragrance from the house of Tom Ford. A lot of people may not like this one. It's pretty much just a generic freshie for a lot of niche, I find. But this is one of my favorites. This is very soapy, clean, and very fresh. At number 2. So this is actually going to be a designer, just a regular designer. It's not going to be luxury nor niche. And this is a clone of Tom Ford and Neroli Portofino, I find. This one is just, I prefer this one because it's not as loud. It's a little bit lighter and it's just as fresh. Ferrari Bright Neroli. So citrus, Neroli. I believe that there are some florals in there. I'm not exactly sure. But this is pretty much a toned down version of Neroli Portofino. So if you like Tom Ford Private Blend Collection, but you don't like the price tag, look into this. Ferrari I think they've kind of imitated a lot of the Tom Ford Private Blend line, so look into it, alright? So at number 2, Neroli Portofino, sorry, Bright Neroli by Ferrari. At number 1, I couldn't choose just one, so this is going to be a tie, okay? From a Hugo Boss, the collection line. Silk and Jasmine. This is just absolutely gorgeous. This is just a work of art, a perfect 10 in my books. It's got jasmine, honey, vanilla, and I believe it has, oh, I forget that last one, but it's got 4 notes. Beautiful fragrance. This is not popular. Unfortunately, a lot of the collection line have really just kind of been overlooked. From what I was told, like I paid $200 for this. But from what I'm told, it's actually going for like $120. I don't know if that's true or not, but guys, look into this one. This is just a beautiful fragrance. A lot of the collection lines are rather interesting. Some of them are just kind of, they're all right, but they're really not all that special. But a few of them, geez, you gotta look into this. Neroli, Silk and Jasmine by Hugo Boss. And the other one that's tied at number 1 is from the house of Salvatore Ferragamo. And it's from their luxury line, the Tuscan scent line, White Mimosa. It's got vanilla, some citrus, it's got mimosa, florals. Jeez, my God, I absolutely love this one. You know, this is a perfect spring and summer fragrance, while the Hugo Boss could be worn for spring. It's pretty much an all season except for summertime. But this, guys, this is not popular either. The Tuscan line, the Tuscan scent, and the Tuscan line, I believe it is, you know, because you have the Tuscan scent, then you have one that's a little bit lower end, like I don't want to say lower end, but it's like a little bit lower. They're amazing. You gotta look into it, alright? So at number 1, tied for first place, Tuscan scent White Mimosa by Salvatore Ferragamo. Alright guys, that is my top 10 favorite unisex fragrances. I'll see you later. Bye.